Hello and welcome to the OWC instructional series of videos. In this installment, we're going to replace the battery in an Apple iPhone 5S. This is a difficult process and professional installation is recommended to avoid accidental damage to your iPhone. We've already gathered our materials and are working on a soft, static-free work surface. We are now ready to begin. The first step is to remove the two screws on either side of the lightning port using a TS1 pentalobe screwdriver. Next, we'll need to detach the front glass. You need to use a suction cup to lift up on the glass near the home button, but make sure that it doesn't open too far and damage the internal cables. While it is possible to do so by using a simple suction cup, a specialized iPhone screen removal tool will make the process a lot easier. Detach the suction cups or opening tool and set your iPhone on your work surface. Being careful not to open the iPhone too far, detach and remove the small metal cable cover near the bottom of the iPhone. Then, detach the cable itself. You can now lift the front screen up until you can remove the 4 Phillips screws that hold in the metal plate near the top right of the phone. Once you remove the screws, you can set the plate aside. Next, detach the 3 cables that connect to the screen so you can remove it entirely. Then, remove the 2 screws holding in the small plate near the bottom of the iPhone and set this plate aside as well. You can now detach the battery cable underneath. Gently lift up the tab along the bottom edge of the battery. Then slit it in half. Gently pull each half of the tab around the outside edge of the battery in order to detach the adhesive. If you make it all the way around, you're in good shape. However, since the tab is rather fragile, there's a good chance it'll break. If it does, you'll need to very carefully use a thin, flexible item about the size of a playing card to gently cut through the adhesive. This process may take quite a bit of time, since you need to be very careful not to press down on the iPhone's logic board when you do it, otherwise you risk damaging the board. Once you cut through the adhesive, you can lift the battery up and out of the iPhone. Set the new battery into the compartment on your iPhone and make sure it lays flat. There should be enough residual adhesive to allow it to stick. Next, reattach the battery cable to its connector near the bottom of the iPhone. Then replace and secure the cover. You can now reconnect the 3 data cables attaching the screen to the iPhone. Replace the cover over the cables, then secure it into place. The longest screw goes in the upper right position. The next longest goes in the upper left. The 2 remaining screws are the same size and go in the lower 2 spots. There are indentations along the top corners and edge of the screen. Slide these into the iPhone so that they latch on the corresponding tabs. Then angle the screen down so you can reattach the cable on the other end. Line up the cable with its connector and snap it into place. Then, place and secure the metal cable cover. Once you've done that, you can push the glass all the way into the iPhone so it lays flat. Finally, replace the two TS1 pentalobe screws on either side of the lightning port. Once you fully charge your new battery, your iPhone 5S will be ready to use.